Hello and welcome back to my allotment, and thanks for joining me this week. We have finally had some much needed rain. Temperatures have cooled down a lot, even though it's still actually quite warm. The last few days I haven't been up because I've been a little bit under the weather. I've had a bit of an ear infection by the seams of it, and you can probably eat some of the thoughts as well. But today I'm down to do a little bit more anyway. Like I said, we have had some quite heavy downpours over the last few days. In fact, just Saturday, I went fishing. That's my other hobby. It rained during the daytime, but it wasn't heavy, but it was constant rain. So then it dried up. But then come to the evening, I'd only been fishing about an hour, and the heavens absolutely opened up. It went dark, like it was 9 o'clock at night. And you can tell by this video here, the rain was quite heavy. It only lasted for about 10-15 minutes, but a lot of rain it fell at that point. But then once it cleared, you could see the mist rolling in over the lake. It was quite eerie. I'll put a picture here, what it was like. Picture don't really do any justice, but anyway, today when I come down, the first thing I always do is check my greenhouse, and things are looking okay in there. But maybe one of my members or one of my viewers can tell me why my cucumbers have turned yellow. I mean, it doesn't feel squidgy. None of it. I've got 3 here. They're all exactly the same. But again, they don't feel squidgy or nothing like that. But I'm not entirely sure what actually causes that. So I think what I might do is just cut one of these, maybe the smaller one, cut that open, just have a look, see what it's like inside. Not sure if it's going to be edible. If it is, obviously taking the skin off. So got a knife here. Safety first, watch your fingers. So that's cut through quite okay. So looking at that inside, that don't actually look too bad, and smell wise it smells pretty much like a cucumber does. So I might just pull the skin off and try that. So okay, so I'll give that a go. But today there is a couple of jobs that I need to do. One of them being my bed with my tomatoes outside needs weeding. Thanks to the rain that we've had, the weeds are done extremely well, but so has the crops. So I'm going to take you over, just take my camera off the tripod. And I think I'll go back to no, I was going to get a dual view, dual camera, but I'll leave it anyway. But yeah, I'm going to go over to the bed and I'll show you. I've got, well, looked at it, quite a few tomatoes growing in the bed, so that's why I want to read it, because I want to have a look, see what there's actually growing in there. So let's turn the camera around. So as you can see, you can't really see the tomato plants too much because of the weed, but if you get a closer look, I do have some tomatoes. So I'm going to clean these. This will need doing as well, but this is not urgent at the moment because there's not really anything else growing on this part here, apart from the butternut squash. But to be honest, they're quite clear of weeds. In fact, some flowers there, so I'll probably get some butternut squash soon. But today I'm hoping to do a little pick. I've got a few things I can actually pick off today, like broad beans, bologna beans, maybe a few peas and some French beans. But the peas are not doing overly great this year. And you can see I'm still getting some. When we got a flower there, they're only small, and some with a couple of peas on them. These are starting to die off now, so I think I'll pull them up. And the ones over here, again, I've got a few peas on them, so as long as we get a few more peas off them, I'll be happy with that. So now I'm going to put my phone back on the tripod, and I will got my little tools and my little knee pad. I'm going to start weeding around them tomatoes outside, and we can have a better look then at what tomatoes I've actually got growing. So I will see you in a minute. Tomatoes are surprisingly fascinating. They are technically fruit, not vegetables, and come in over 10,000 varieties with diverse colours. Originally from Peru, they were cultivated by the Aztecs and have a rich history of being mistaken for poisonous plants. They are a nutritional powerhouse packed with vitamins and antioxidants like lycopene. What did the tomato say in a race? Come on, catch up. Here is a handy little app you can use on your phone. I know it's available on Android devices, but I don't know about iPhones, but it's called Google Lens. If you've got something that you're not sure what it is, for instance, for me, this kind of weed. Now, I put a little screen recording here on how it works, and basically it scans the web, it takes a picture of what you're looking at. For me, it'd be that weed, and then it scans the internet and it gives you information about that particular weed. It don't have to be weed, it could be anything, but yeah, it's a useful tool to have if you're not sure or you need to find some information about something. That's another job done. I said I wasn't going to do this bed, but I did, and to be honest, I'm glad I did because it looks better. Now, tomato plants. These ones are the Mistral ones, and it is definitely still growing. I've got no tomatoes on them as yet, but I do have lots of little flowers on, so it won't be long before we actually know what kind of tomato this one is. I'm still intrigued to find out which one it is, because even though the leaves look the same, they're slightly different in a way. Looks like they're a little bit smaller maybe. And with this, I've got some little ones going on this one here. Got three good ones here actually. I've got a lovely potato growing there, so I'll get that in. Again, I think this might be a different variety as well. Got some tomatoes on that one, some on this one, got some on that one as well, and you guessed it, another potato plant. So that's looking better. And the butternut squash, I can now trial down here if I need to. At the moment I'm just going around pulling some of this bigger weed up. I might leave that one because I might use Google Lens on that to find out which one it is. But potatoes is looking extremely well. I'll be surprised if I don't get any gunnings off these a lot. Especially these ones over this side here. They're looking quite big actually. So I reckon I can get some nice ones off this one. I did have some bramble growing back here, so because I've got nothing growing on this part now, I just made a small pile here. And then what I'll do then, once I get a fire bin, I can start birding it. But one good thing about blackberries, not blackberries, bramble, is the amount of berries that you get off them. I mean, there's lots of berries on these, so I probably will keep a few, but I do not want to keep too many because, as you can tell, behind there is my bunker, but you cannot see it because of the brambles. So I do want to try and at least clear that part off here and train this part here. But somewhere down there as well, I do have a tabi bush, so if I find it, I might even move that. But I still need to do one more job, which I might not do today. I might do it on the next visit. So I bet that guys accidentally pressed the stop button. What am I like? And as I was saying, there is still another job that I need to do, and that is my wild flower bed. Bramble is everywhere. So I think on my next visit I will start cutting this down just so I can see where I am. Mint plant looking good, and sunflowers I have not repotted them on. I kept them in the pots and they are still doing okay. They might not be very big, but I think I may have a flower head or two coming on there, so that's good. So now what I'm going to do is actually start to rain a little bit, which is typical. I think it's only a passing shower though. I'm going to get a tub now. I'm going to pick a few things off and I will take you with me. What am I intend to pick up today? I think I got some broad beans, bolotti beans and French beans. So I'll go and get a tub and then we'll start picking some things off. So now I'm at the bottom of my broad beans. Got myself a little tub. Not going to pick too many off, but them are perfect. I don't think that one's got too many on, but to be honest, I think I got the perfect amount. Look at that, that's a real fat one, that one is. There's not too many broad beans. That's a small one there, isn't it? Got a couple on that one. Again, I'm not too bothered if I don't get too many, because this is something you can also grow through the winter months. So once these are finished, I think I can plant some more in October, which this year I probably will do because I've never done that before. I'll leave that one. I'll just pull this one off here, then I'll just leave the rest for next time. But yeah, okay, it's a decent little pig. There's a few to start with. So now I'm going to go over to my French beans, which is right here. Now I think I've got to be careful here because of bramble, but put a few of them off, I think. There's nothing on that one. There's a few small ones here, which I probably will leave because they don't look too great. As I come along here now, got some more here. Another one there. That's quite small, that one is, so that one will be alright. So now I'm going to come to the front here, because this one here, he's looking okay. I mean, look at the size of them ones there. So I'll put a few of them up. I want to pick a few just to get me going for now, just so I've got enough for dinner. I might leave them ones just a tad bit longer. And what else? Let's have a look. Bolotti beans. Let's get some bolotti beans, which are over here. And I'm going to pick a few off these as well. Not too many. But let's have a full. Yeah, I think the beans are quite fat in there, so I'll put a few off there as well. Not pulling a few off also encourages, I believe, encourages new growth. So I shouldn't pull that one off, but this one, you can tell it's got some nice beans in that one, and that one as well. So not over many, but that's what's good about this allotment. I can just keep coming back, pulling off what I need. I got enough for dinner then. So there you are. Just gonna have a quick look at my carrots while I'm here. I like to just poke underneath there, not disturbing it too much, but okay, them okay. Them okay, yeah. And what about the beetroot? Beetroot is starting to fatten out a little bit as well. But yeah, looking good. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop there for today. And then tomorrow, when I come, because now I've finished work, I can come down whenever I want. I'm not limited just to weekends. I think I might have a couple of courgette plants I can pull up now. Let's have a look. I've got one there I can pull up. That's quite large. Yeah, that's quite a large one. Very nice indeed. And I also saying, yes, I'm going to leave it there for today. And when I come tomorrow, I'm going to be cleaning the bramble from around by my raised flower bed. And then we'll go from there, then cover all the jobs maybe as well. I may finish weeding around by my potatoes as well, just putting the big weeds up. But now that it's all in, I want to thank you for all the recent subscribers. I'm now actually on to 37 subscribers. Just 3 or more off from 40. Can I do it? Well, with your help, maybe I can. But anyway, if you've got any more suggestions or what you want to see down my plot, please leave it in the comments. And I will catch you on my next video. Take care, guys.